twist on cause I got the rhymes. The name is who got it, so don't get shit twisted cause I'm on a mission to get to the top. I'm far too focused and I can't be stopped. Hey everybody, welcome back to another motherfucking story time with Sue. And today's story time, y'all. First of all, I ain't even just gonna jump into it like that. Like, I know y'all like, damn, where you been, girl? Listen, and ladies and gentlemen, listen, baby. I've been trying to multitask. Too much stuff been going wrong, like, so I'm trying to get my life together, y'all, one step at a time. But anywho, so I'm gonna tell y'all a story time about how I got held back in the 7th grade. I ain't wanting to sit there and be really ashamed about my story because hell, that's what I'm here for, to tell that shit. Fuck is you talking about? We got that cute little cup of wine y'all been waiting on. Yes, y'all see? I got some new glasses. Y'all see it? I got some new ones. Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all, my other cup, it had like a crack in it and my wine was not staying in the cup, so I had to keep it cute with some other drinks, but we back in business, okay? Period. But anywho, back to the story. So today's story time, we're going to talk about how I got held back in the 7th grade, y'all. Okay, boom. So I was living in Horn Lake, Mississippi at the time. Hold on, pause. Before I get into it one last time, just a warning. My kids are well awake. It is like 7 o'clock at night right now, so they definitely wide awake. So if y'all hear some loud shit in the background, listen, okay? We focusing on me right now. We're not focusing on the kids, This is okay, period. So anywho, yeah, so I was living in Horn Lake, Mississippi at the time, and I'm trying to think, okay, boom, so it started out, and this is the only time I ever got held back in life, y'all. The shit was crazy as hell. So they had this weird ass shit going on at the school, and I'm trying to think like how it all started. I had this teacher that I didn't like. Her name was Miss Brooks, and those of y'all that went to that school, I'm pretty sure y'all know her ass. Like, she was fucking weird as shit. Okay, cool. So like, it came a point where she would say I was like disruptive in her class and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily think I was disruptive, but I was, talking to my friends in there and shit like that. And yeah, I was talking majority of the time. But she was like a study hall class, so how can you disrupt study hall, Okay, y'all, so fast forward. I'm trying to think. All I remember was the way that the school was set up. They had like this little different part of the building, but you had to go outside to go in, like into the little, it's like this little gazebo thing, and you walk underneath the little ramp gazebo thing, and then you go into another building. And so that's what they called the Grizzly Den at one point. And so it was like, I think maybe 6 classrooms in there, if I can remember correctly. So most of my teachers was in there. And so anywho, I remember I had like an English teacher in there. She was a bitch. I had a math teacher in there and a history teacher in there. Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, none of my teachers liked me because, like, shit, I had a smart ass mouth and I was snapping off on these motherfuckers left and right. Don't ask no questions, y'all. Why was I snappy? Was because, shit. It can't, respect has to be given. If y'all not gonna respect me, fuck y'all think I'm just gonna respect y'all for? You feel me? Like, don't just be coming at me and expect me to not come back. I don't give a fuck how old you are, but y'all, it's not a good thing. I should be more respectful, but shit, respect comes, if it's given. Okay, cool. So, I'm trying to think. I would get in trouble a lot, for the same thing, talking in class and shit like that. And anybody that sat by me knew that not to sit by my ass because I'm going to be up in there playing and laughing and have you fucking laughing, and then we both going to get in trouble. So I would get put in the hallway a lot and shit like that because I was like a problem child or whatever. But I grew up, my people said I had ADHD or whatever. So, okay, cool. So, one of these, it was a guy in there, y'all, and he was like a fucking, I never knew what type of teacher he was. I just knew that sometimes I would see him in our classes, like, And I guess he wasn't like a real teacher, but he was like one of the teachers for like those smaller classrooms. And I didn't like, when I say smaller classrooms, I mean like it wasn't that many people in his class. But they wasn't really in there when I came down there. So I didn't understand it. I'm gonna use this nigga name. His name was Mr. Scott. I hate that bitch ass faggot peanut head ass nigga. And I'm sorry y'all if y'all are offended. If anybody is, of the LGBTQ and I'm offending you by calling this man a faggot. No hard feelings towards y'all, you feel me? I don't even use that word like that, but I could not stand this man. Like, he was always fucking with me for no reason. Like, dude, you're not even my teacher. I don't even know you like that. You're in my class, in my teacher's classroom, trying to teach her class. Like, get your ass on somewhere. So they had started, I remember they started this program called, what was it called? Something boot camp. Something boot camp. And it was like where they made us wear like plaid from our own homes, of course, sometimes. Excuse me. They had made us wear like camouflage and stuff like that. Did I say plaid? Y'all know what I meant. Camouflage. That's what I meant. Camouflage. So they make us bring camouflage clothes on certain days of the week or whatever. And then they would have us do weird shit. Like, and it was all based around like the work. If you do good in class and you get a certain amount of A's or some shit like that, or you pass something, whatever the fuck, then you move up to the next rank or whatever, or you get, demoted. Little stupid ass shit. Okay, cool. So I don't understand what the exercise really had to do with it. I know that, if we say we're doing like a math problem or something and you get the answer wrong, you got to do a couple of push-ups, whatever. Whoa, cool. So, they would have us like get together in the hallway and do marching and left face, right face, little stupid ass shit. I don't really remember what all that was for, but I remember they would do that. They have us go outside and march and stand in the sun sometimes and shit. So, like, if you be bad or whatever, then you would basically get pulled out of the little stupid ass shit they had going on. Like, it was an ongoing thing for a while, and it was like, it came a point where if you completed all the way through the semester, they had like a graduation for the program, like where you get a certificate, whack ass shit, and you get a motherfucking lame ass piece of cold and nasty as hell. Oh, that's the cat. Yeah, the pizza cold and nasty as hell. I didn't give a fuck about that shit. So anywho, long story short, I was doing good in the program until the last minute when it came to a point of having to do the graduation. I didn't get to do the graduation. I do not remember why. I think it was because I kept getting in trouble. That's probably why. 9 times out of 10, that's probably why, because I stayed in trouble. So, like I said, if you get in trouble, you didn't get to graduate. Okay, cool. Like, not graduate the grade, but graduate the little lame ass, bitch ass group. But anywho, so they had the little graduation day one day, and so, the people that were supposed to graduate from the program and do the little whack ass pizza party got to go to the cafeteria to do it, and the people that didn't get to do it, the people that got in trouble a lot, we had to go to the gym while they had their lame ass celebration or whatever the fuck. Excuse me. Okay, cool. So, just so happened the same day that they was doing that shit, and like, I think it was maybe like, I don't remember exactly. Maybe I say about 10, 15 of us who didn't get to participate. So we was all up in the gym and shit, and they just happened to have a field day, y'all, having a blast in the motherfucking gym. Do you hear me? And field day consists of concessions. Okay, cool, y'all. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into all the motherfucking details, because these bitches had me fucked up. So, this shit so foul. I love me some Stella Rose. But anywho, so we was up in the gym and they had like concession stands and stuff. So we were supposed to be sitting down. But shit, wasn't nobody in there to monitor us but the gym coach. But they watching everybody else have fun and shit. We watching everybody else have fun. Of course, we couldn't participate in having fun either. But they did not say we couldn't go get no motherfucking concessions. Okay, so I'm like, I just so happened to have a couple dollars on me that day. And so I go to the back or whatever to go get me some candy and shit. I got me some, so regardless, yeah, these motherfuckers out there having a celebration, but we had fun too. We was up in there chilling, doing whatever fuck we wanted to do, you know, doing our own shit. Okay, cool. So I had brought me 2 things of candy. Y'all know them little, like the pack like this long. It's like a sour punch stick. And it's like the little strip thing. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all ain't slow. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So I had some of those, the little sour punches. And I had ate one of them up. And the other one I had in my back pocket. Cool. So the lame whack ass celebration was over, and so the teachers had came to go get the bad kids. So we getting ready to go and shit like that. And so the teacher, the guy, Mr. Scott, lame ass, he came over to come get us. All us, we had to line up or whatever. As we walking back, I think it was him and it was another teacher, and that bitch name was Miss Robinson. Yes, I'm using these teachers' name. I didn't give a fuck. I hated them motherfuckers. I hated them so bad. I hated them. So we walking back, quiet, minding our business. I ain't said shit. I ain't did shit. I'm walking back, y'all. Candy is in my back pocket. I'm chilling. Cool. So Mr. Scott decides he want to take it upon himself to snatch the candy out of my back pocket. And I just looked at his ass like he was crazy, y'all. This right here is because of shit like this as to why I talked the way that I did to them. Because I feel like, bro, y'all disrespectful as hell. What the fuck? Like, be for real. So he snatched the candy out of my pocket, talking about, who told you can have this? First of all, y'all didn't tell me I could or I couldn't have this. And this is, I paid my motherfucking money for it, so it's mine. And I feel like I should be able to have it. You feel me? So, I told him I bought it. I bought it with my money. Didn't nobody tell me I couldn't buy it. So then he was like, who do you think you are? Nigga, I'm Ashanti Rivera. You feel me? Like, I told him my middle name, but I ain't gonna tell y'all my middle name because I don't need to know all that. Y'all asking too many details, baby. Too many details. But anywho, yeah, I told him my name, my whole name, and he was like, he ended up telling me to go sit up in his classroom or whatever. Well, first we ended up lining up in the hallway, and yeah, so he told me to go in his classroom because I decided to buy me some candy, which was, I don't understand what the fuck the big deal was. You feel me? So then he decides he want to throw my candy in the garbage. Yeah, it was not open, but I paid $1.75 for that shit. You feel me? Back then, you feel me? That wasn't that cheap, but it wasn't that much either. You feel me? So, I went in that motherfucking garbage can and I picked my motherfucking candy up and I grabbed my shit and I'm getting ready to go back to the classroom because, nigga, you didn't buy this. Did you get my money back? No. You're like, dude, stop, you're tripping. So, anywho, so I grabbed my shit out the garbage can. I continued to stand up because they had us standing up in the hallway, you know, right face, left face, about ugly ass shit. So anywho, yeah, the man ain't gonna get mad at me and said, you gonna get out the garbage. Yes, I did. I paid money for that shit. Nigga, I want, excuse me, with the N word, y'all. I be trying to not do it, but, so yeah. So he was like, he gonna tell me, go sit down in my classroom. Okay, cool. So I go sit down up in his classroom, and he was out in the hallway doing the bullshit with all the other kids that finally got out the graduation and the bad kids all together and shit like that. Okay, cool. So, he's out there with them for like maybe 10-15 minutes, you know, trying to get them to do certain stuff and telling them congratulations, oh, lame ass bullshit. So then after so long, everybody goes back to their classroom. So he decides to come back in the classroom. So while I was in the classroom, I had an attitude, of course, because like, you calling me out in front of everybody and you throwing my shit in the garbage, nigga, you fucking with me for no reason. You know, I don't like that. So I'm sitting up in there like this, and I'm just sitting with my like mad face, and I'm just like, I ain't want to look at his ass. So basically, the way that I was sitting in the desk, like his desk was like this way, but he wasn't at the desk. He wasn't in the room. The door to where everybody was this way. So I got my back towards him, so I'm just like this. And so he sits there, and he was like, he ends up coming back up in the room after everybody went to their classroom, and he went to sit at his desk. Mind you, his desk is this way. I'm facing this way. So he come in there and he sit down. So I'm just sitting there with just a mad face, just sitting there just like this. Not really looking at him because I didn't care to look at his ass, but I'm just facing this way still because I don't know. I was angry. And when I'm angry, I don't have shit to say. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me be mad and let me calm down. So he come in there and talk about some turn around. I ain't say shit. I just sat there just like this. He gonna say, turn around. I just sat there just like this. He gonna say, you need to turn around. I sat like that. I didn't say shit. I'm just like, and he was like, you need to turn around. Do I need to come turn you around? I said, no, you don't need to touch me. So he kept telling me to turn around, and I still sat just like the fuck this. So he decided he want to come up over there, and he want to try to turn me around. And the way that he turned me, y'all, I fell on the floor and shit. So it was like when he turned me, he did it so like hard that I literally like fell. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So I get up and I swing. Okay, cool. So I told his ass, he was like, you're so disrespectful. And then he tried to make me sit. He don't tell me to come sit back down. I said, bro, I'm not sitting back down. Why? So you can put your hands on me again? That shit dead. So I walk out the classroom and I walk my ass to the office. And so, I don't know if he tried to call my mom that day at that point. I don't know. I just know that I walked out of there. Okay, cool. I go and I tell the people at the front office what the fuck had happened. The last time I seen this dude, he was like, I got you, I got your ass, or I got you, bitch. Some shit like that. And it was just, I'm sorry, I got this little monitor thing. I be having to watch the kids, make sure they ain't doing shit bad. But yeah, he was like, I got you, bitch. Or, I think that's what it was. I got you, bitch, or I got your ass, something like that, along those lines. And so that was the last time I seen him. And come to find out, he couldn't be a teacher at any like high school or middle school anymore because of that situation, and he was never to be seen or heard of again. Okay, cool. He told me that he had me, y'all. So school goes on, life goes the fuck on, woo woo, da da da. And so I'm at home and shit like that. And I remember it was like for like the weekend or something. And then one of them days, fucking report cards came home, y'all. And like my grades, y'all, I don't know what he did, who he talked to. Like I said, none of my teachers liked me because I was always talking and shit like that, and I was always snapping off on them. And those teachers in that little grizzly den, they was all bestie in there, but like they was homies in that shit. Like I think they hung out outside of the school. So yeah, my grades went from C's to goddamn everything was like a F. And I'm just like, I don't be that bad, you know. I wasn't the type of kid that get straight A's or A's and B's. No, not at all. I would get, you know, A's, B's, and C's, the occasional D here and there, but I wouldn't really get F's. I never got F's. So for my shit to drop like that after they went from the previous report card from A's, B's, and C's and like maybe 1D to F's, like that shit was crazy as hell. And I knew he had something to do with that shit. So boom, I got the letter that I would not be going on to the next grade. And I was blue as hell. I was so mad because, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got my ass towed up. I got my ass towed up, y'all. So then, yeah, I ended up back in the fucking weak-ass 7th grade again. And I got to watch all my friends that I was in school with, you know, pass me up. And it was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing, you know. I never, you know, failed a grade before. And it's not that I didn't pay attention in class, you know, because I would get pretty decent grades majority of the time. But it's just that I did play a lot that year, but I was so pissed off that I got myself in that situation. And I only tell y'all the story about what happened with Mr. Scott and them because that happened like towards the end of the school year. Like, it wasn't necessarily the end, but it was like, I think we had like about a couple of weeks left before school was over with. And, you know, the way that all that shit played out, and I didn't see Mr. Scott no more, I feel like he had something to do with that shit. Bitch ass nigga. So, anywho, that is what happened. And life went on. And I never got held back again. My favorite subject, y'all, used to be fucking reading and writing. And when I got an F in that, I knew that was some bullshit because every year throughout all my entire years of life, like from the second grade up, like in second grade, I used to be advanced. And I remember that the teacher used to make me go to the fourth graders classroom to read to them because I was never the one that stuttered on books and shit like that. That's still to this day, that's my thing. I love to write. I love all that shit. Reading and writing is like one of my favorite things to do. So, for me to have that, I'm just like, man, y'all tripping in this motherfucker. And yeah, life went on. I graduated high school. And yeah, life went on, and now I got kids, and I gotta teach them not to go down the same road. I gotta teach them not to go down the same road I did, because I was a little crazy in school and shit. So yeah, I don't know why I felt like that was a good story to tell. Honestly, I'm gonna be for real with y'all, man. Shit, sometimes I be having like a mind block, and I can't think of like story times to tell. And sometimes, like I said, I do get a little discouraged here and there because shit, 1 minute the views is up, the next minute the views is just like, nobody's really watching. Or it's giving nobody cares. So then I be like, damn, nobody cares, and I need to stop doing this shit, But I don't want to give up, so I'm still trying to do this shit. And I feel like, shit, this is behind me, now. I don't really give a fuck for, I don't really give a fuck that happened. I don't give a fuck about telling the story. It is what it is. Either you watch or you don't watch. But let's get into this. Let's get into this hair. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see these inches, honey boo boo? Do y'all see these inches? I went from Afro puff to like little hang time. What is giving? What is giving? Period. Anywho, nah, I'm just fucking around, y'all. That is the end of the story time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. And I will see y'all in the next story time. Bye.